In a world no longer recognizable, where humanity had been decimated by an unseen enemy, the last bastion of hope lay buried beneath the frozen crust of the Arctic. The year was 2084, and Earth had become a desolate battlefield, ravaged by a relentless alien force known as the Kalari. Cities had crumbled, governments had fallen, and the human race teetered on the brink of extinction. Deep within a hidden facility under the icy expanses of the Arctic, a secret project had lain dormant. Known only to a few before communication networks collapsed, Project Valkyrie was designed as a last resort. It housed the elite group of soldiers, genetically enhanced and cryogenically preserved, the Arctic Chamber Super Soldiers. The facility, a marvel of pre-apocalypse technology, was concealed beneath a layer of ice and snow, designed to withstand the harsh elements and any external threats. It operated autonomously, powered by geothermal energy, its systems managed by an advanced AI named Ether. For decades, Ether monitored the world's decline silently, waiting for the precise moment to act according to its programming. As the Kalari swarms advanced over the northern territories, their heat signatures unknowingly triggered the awakening protocol. Inside the chamber, lights flickered to life, machines hummed, and pods hissed open with the release of pressurized air. The soldiers within stirred from their long slumber. Captain Elias Ford was the first to emerge, his senses assaulted by the rush of cold, sterile air. His body ached from the prolonged cryostasis as he adjusted to the gravity. His mind, foggy at first, quickly sharpened as the survival training and mission briefings downloaded directly into his neural implant during sleep began to resurface. "Status report," he croaked, his voice hoarse after decades of disuse. Ether responded promptly, its voice echoing through the chamber. "Captain Ford, welcome back. Current date is August 12, 2084. You and your unit have been in cryostasis for approximately 40 years. The global human population is estimated at under 50,000. The primary threat, the Kalari. Your mission, ensure the survival of humanity." Elias absorbed the information with a grim nod. Around him, other pods opened, and his team assembled, soldiers from various backgrounds, each a specialist in their field. There was Dr. Ava Morales, the team's medic and biologist, Sergeant Leo Zhang, the tactical operations expert, and Lieutenant Maya Singh, an engineer and tech wizard, among others. As the team geared up, donning their high-tech armor and checking their weaponry, Elias briefed them. Their first objective was clear: recon and assess the situation on the surface to plan their next move. The hangar doors of the facility opened, revealing a tunnel that led to the surface. The cold, harsh wind of the Arctic blasted against them as they made their way out, their suits protecting them from the extreme temperatures. Outside, the world was silent, a stark white landscape extending as far as the eye could see. The sky was a perpetual dusk, clouded by the aftermath of global warfare. But this desolation was misleading. The Kalari were out there, and the soldiers were well aware of the danger lurking beyond the serene snowscape. As they reached the surface, sensors embedded in their suits immediately began scanning for any signs of the alien intruders. Elias looked around, his tactical display highlighting points of interest and potential threats. It was time to reclaim Earth, but first, they needed to understand the enemy they were dealing with. The chapter closes as the soldiers advance cautiously across the icy terrain, their footsteps the first human ones in this area for decades. Behind them, the doors to the facility closed, concealing once more the last hope of humanity as they ventured into the unknown, prepared to fight back and reclaim their planet. Under the ghostly pall of twilight, the Arctic Chamber super soldiers advanced over the crusted snow, their movements precise and deliberate. Their mission was twofold: gather intelligence on the Kalari's current operations and locate any surviving human settlements. Captain Elias Ford led the team with a quiet urgency, his eyes scanning the horizon through his visor's enhanced optics. As they moved, Lieutenant Maya Singh kept a close eye on her scanners, searching for any electronic signals that could indicate human activity or alien tech. Suddenly, her display lit up with a faint signal emanating from what appeared to be an old research station, long thought to be abandoned. Elias decided it was worth investigating. It might give them clues about the enemy, or, hopefully, allies. The station, half buried in ice, loomed ominously as they approached. The structure was intact but showed signs of battle damage, scorch marks and debris scattered around. Inside, the air was stale, the silence of the place unnerving. They split up to search the premises, Elias and Sergeant Leo Zhang heading to the main control room, while Ava and Maya explored the lower levels. In the control room, Elias and Leo found the main computer still operational, albeit running on emergency power. Leo booted it up, bypassing the security with a series of expert hacks. The screen flickered to life, displaying logs and data from before the station was overrun. It detailed a series of attacks by the Kalari, but more importantly, it mentioned a group of survivors who had escaped northward towards what the logs referred to as Haven. Meanwhile, Ava and Maya's exploration led them to a hidden sub-basement where they discovered a cache of old but functional weaponry and several crates of supplies. This find was a boon. Not only did it mean extra resources, but it also indicated that the station had been prepared for a prolonged siege, suggesting that Haven might be similarly well equipped. Regrouping, the team discussed their next move. The mention of Haven sparked a flicker of hope, and with a renewed sense of purpose, they decided to track down this mysterious sanctuary. Elias knew that finding other survivors could significantly bolster their efforts to resist the Kalari. The journey to Haven would be perilous. The Arctic was unforgiving, and the alien threat loomed large. However, the super soldiers were not ordinary humans. Their enhancements and training were unparalleled, and their resolve was steel. As they prepared to depart, they fortified their gear, checking their weapons and supplies, knowing that each step brought them closer to potential allies, or a devastating confrontation. Outside, the Arctic dusk began to give way to night, a darkness that enveloped the world in an almost palpable silence. But beneath this quiet, the team was all too aware of the chaos that reigned beyond their icy enclave. With each breath of frigid air, they steeled themselves for the challenges ahead, their determination unwavering. As they set out toward the coordinates indicated for Haven, the first snowflakes of an impending storm began to fall, whispering across the wind-swept plains. In the heart of this desolation, the flames of human resilience flickered fiercely, a beacon of defiance in a world overshadowed by invaders. The storm escalated rapidly, turning the world into a whirling blur of white. The Arctic Chamber super soldiers, relentless in their pursuit, pressed forward. Their suits shielded them from the biting cold, but the howling wind tested even their enhanced endurance. Navigation became challenging as landmarks disappeared beneath the swirling snow. Despite the conditions, Captain Elias Ford kept the team focused. He understood that every step could lead them into a trap or to their objective, Haven. With the storm masking their movement, it also provided a tactical advantage against any Kalari scouts in the vicinity. Several miles into their trek, Maya, monitoring the environmental data, detected an anomaly. "There's a geothermal vent nearby," she reported, her voice cutting through the storm's roar. "It's not marked on any of our maps." Curiosity piqued, Elias decided to divert their path to investigate. Geothermal activity could mean caves or even human habitation adapted to these new Earth conditions. They found the vent hidden in a depression, steam rising fiercely into the cold air. Near the vent, a camouflaged hatch led them to an underground network of tunnels. The heat was a welcome respite from the cold, and the tunnels seemed to be part of an old mining operation that had been repurposed. As they ventured deeper, the signs of recent human activity became apparent. Tools lay scattered, makeshift living quarters were set up, and then voices echoed through the tunnels. Tense moments followed as both groups prepared for confrontation. However, when they met, it was with relief rather than conflict. The people they found were survivors, indeed heading towards Haven. The leader of the survivors, an elderly woman named Mariah, shared her knowledge of Haven. It was a community, built within and around an old military bunker, housing a few hundred survivors. They were part of a scouting party sent to gather resources. Learning about the super soldiers, Mariah's group was initially wary, but soon realized that their arrival could mean a stronger defense against the Kalari. Elias and his team were invited to join the survivors back to Haven. He agreed, knowing that the alliance could be mutually beneficial. The journey resumed, now with increased numbers and shared stories of survival and loss. Upon reaching Haven, the sight that greeted them was a stark contrast to the desolate, icy landscape they had traversed. The bunker was ingeniously integrated into the mountain, its entrance fortified and disguised. Inside, the community thrived under strict resource management and constant vigilance. The reunion was emotional for the survivors, and the super soldiers were met with a mixture of awe and skepticism. Elias met with Haven's council, explaining their mission and the potential for collaboration. The council, desperate for any advantage against the Kalari, agreed to cooperate, intrigued by the tactical prowess and technological superiority of the super soldiers. As plans were drawn for joint operations, Dr. Ava Morales set up a makeshift lab with Haven's medical team to share knowledge and enhance medical treatments. Meanwhile, Maya and the engineering crew worked on enhancing the bunker's defenses and communication systems, determined to re-establish contact with any other surviving outposts. The chapter concludes with the super soldiers and Haven's residents coming together in the main hall, sharing a meal. It was a moment of human connection amidst the apocalypse, a brief respite filled with laughter, stories, and planning. Outside, the storm subsided, and the night sky cleared, revealing the shimmering aurora overhead, a silent witness to the burgeoning hope within Haven's walls. The delegates from Earth were swiftly immersed in the bustling epicenter of Vrakshi civilization. The planet, known as Vraxoria, was a canvas of technological marvels, with soaring structures that defied gravity and vast gardens suspended in the air. Its cities were designed to accommodate the diverse anatomies and environmental needs of multiple species, creating a mosaic of interstellar cultures living together. As part of their initiation into coalition life, the Earth delegates attended the Galactic Symposium, a prestigious gathering where matters of interstellar importance were discussed. It was here that humanity would officially present itself and advocate for its membership in the Universal Coalition. Commander Sarah Jo stood before the assembly, her speech broadcasted across the galaxy. She spoke not only of Earth's scientific achievements and cultural riches, but also of its resilience and the unyielding spirit of its people. Her words resonated with the assembly, drawing nods of respect and murmurs of interest from beings of all shapes and sizes. Parallel to the symposium, Dr. Lena Hart engaged in scientific exchanges. She was astounded by the advances in quantum biology, a field barely touched upon by human scientists. The knowledge she gained promised to revolutionize medicine and genetics on Earth. Meanwhile, Theo Markham delved into security protocols with his counterparts, grappling with the scale of cosmic defense systems and the intricacies of interstellar law enforcement. One of the most enlightening experiences for the delegates was their participation in the Coalition Council debates. Here, they observed the delicate dance of diplomacy among the stars. The issues were as varied as they were complex. Territorial disputes between star systems, rights of sentient artificial intelligences, and the regulation of black hole mining. During one heated debate, a crisis emerged. A rogue comet, altered in its course by illegal mining operations, was on a collision course with a populated planet. The council had to decide on a response strategy. Lena suggested deploying a technology that the Vrakshi had introduced to her, a gravitational redirection device. With her proposal accepted, a fleet was dispatched, and the comet was safely redirected. Lena's quick thinking and application of Vrakshi technology enhanced Earth's reputation as a valuable prospective coalition member. Throughout these experiences, the Earth delegates were accompanied by a Vrakshi cultural liaison, Zelmu, who provided insights into the political undercurrents and social etiquettes of the coalition. Zelmu became particularly fond of the humans, impressed by their adaptability and earnest desire to contribute positively to the coalition. The climax of their visit was an invitation to a ceremonial dinner hosted by the Vrakshi High Council. It was a grand affair, attended by dignitaries from across the galaxy. The Earth delegates were given the honor of introducing elements of human culture to the assembly. The event featured a display of Earth's music and visual arts, culminating in a holographic performance of Earth's diverse landscapes and historical milestones. As the symposium drew to a close, the delegates prepared for their return to Earth, laden with gifts, agreements for further exchanges, and a preliminary invitation to join the Universal Coalition. The decision would ultimately lie with Earth's governments, but the groundwork laid by the delegates had been overwhelmingly positive. Their journey back to Earth was contemplative, each delegate processing the enormity of what they had learned and the potential changes awaiting their home world. Commander Jo, looking out at the stars, felt a profound connection to the galaxy that had once seemed so distant and alien. As the Navigatrix re-entered Earth's orbit, the delegates knew they were returning not just as representatives of their planet, but as pioneers of a new era in human history. The next chapter for Earth would be written not just among the stars, but with them. Days turned into weeks, and the conflict between humanity and the Kalari escalated. The Arctic Chamber super soldiers, alongside their allies in Haven, waged a relentless campaign against the alien invaders. With each engagement, they learned more about their enemies' tactics and technology, adapting their strategies accordingly. Elias and his team became symbols of hope for the people of Haven. Their leadership and combat prowess inspired others to join the fight, swelling the ranks of defenders. The super soldiers trained Haven's residents, imparting their knowledge and skills, forging a unified front against the Kalari threat. The captured Kalari technology proved invaluable. Maya and her team made significant breakthroughs, reverse engineering alien weapons and developing countermeasures. Their efforts yielded new weapons and defensive systems, giving humanity a much-needed edge in the war. However, the Kalari were not idle. With each defeat, they adapted, evolving their tactics and deploying more advanced weaponry. Their numbers seemed endless, and their determination unyielding. It became evident that the conflict would not be won through sheer force alone. Elias knew that they needed a decisive victory, a blow that would cripple the Kalari's ability to wage war. Working with Haven's strategists, they devised a plan to infiltrate a major Kalari stronghold, a sprawling complex located deep within a former metropolis. The mission was risky, but the potential payoff was immense. If successful, they could disrupt the Kalari's supply lines and strike a significant blow to their morale. It would be a turning point in the war, a chance to tip the scales in humanity's favor. Under the cover of darkness, Elias and his team embarked on their most dangerous mission yet. They navigated through the ruined city, evading Kalari patrols and security systems. Their progress was slow and fraught with danger, but they pressed on, fueled by determination and a shared desire to reclaim their world. As they approached the stronghold, they encountered fierce resistance. The Kalari were prepared for their assault, and the battle raged on, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. But Elias and his team refused to falter, their resolve unbroken despite the odds stacked against them. In a daring maneuver, they breached the stronghold's defenses, fighting their way to the heart of the complex. There, they planted explosives, intent on crippling the Kalari's command center. With a final push, they triggered the detonation, unleashing a cascade of destruction that rocked the stronghold to its core. As the dust settled and the echoes of the explosion faded, Elias and his team emerged victorious. The Kalari stronghold lay in ruins, its once mighty defenses reduced to rubble. It was a decisive victory, one that would resonate throughout the war-torn world. Back in Haven, the mood was jubilant. The news of the successful mission spread quickly, fueling hope and determination among the residents. For the first time in years, there was a sense of optimism, a belief that victory was within reach. But amidst the celebrations, Elias knew that the war was far from over. The Kalari would not be deterred by a single defeat, and they would continue to fight with all their strength. It would take more than just one victory to secure humanity's future, but with each battle won, they moved one step closer to reclaiming their world. In the aftermath of the successful assault on the Kalari stronghold, the tide of the war began to turn in humanity's favor. The destruction of the stronghold dealt a significant blow to the alien invaders, disrupting their communication networks and supply lines. Emboldened by their victory, Elias and his team continued to lead the charge against the Kalari, pushing deeper into enemy territory with each passing day. As they advanced, they encountered pockets of resistance, small groups of Kalari determined to defend their remaining strongholds at all costs. But the super soldiers and their allies were relentless, using their newfound momentum to dismantle the alien defenses and liberate captured territories. Meanwhile, Maya and her team made further advancements in their research of Kalari technology. They developed new weapons and defensive systems, incorporating alien designs with human ingenuity. These innovations gave humanity a crucial advantage on the battlefield, allowing them to outmaneuver and outgun their adversaries. But even as humanity celebrated their victories, a new threat emerged on the horizon. Reports began to surface of another alien species, the Vraxar, descending upon Earth, drawn by the chaos of the ongoing conflict. Unlike the Kalari, the Vraxar were not interested in conquest. They were scavengers, preying upon weakened civilizations for resources. Realizing the danger posed by the Vraxar, Elias knew that humanity needed to unite against this new threat. He reached out to other surviving human outposts, forging alliances and pooling resources in preparation for the coming onslaught. Together, they formed a coalition, an alliance of worlds united in their fight for survival. The coalition launched a coordinated offensive against the Vraxar, targeting their landing sites and supply depots. The super soldiers, alongside their allies from Haven and other human outposts, led the charge, striking with precision and ferocity. The Vraxar, caught off guard by humanity's resilience, were forced to retreat. their ranks decimated by the relentless assault. With the Vraxar threat neutralized, the coalition turned their attention back to the Kalari. The war continued to rage on, but humanity now fought with renewed determination and unity. Elias and his team, alongside their allies, pushed deeper into enemy territory, determined to reclaim every inch of their world. In the end, it was not just the strength of their weapons or the prowess of their warriors that secured humanity's victory. It was their resilience, their unity, and their unwavering belief in the indomitable spirit of humanity. As the last remnants of the alien invaders were driven from Earth, a new era dawned, a future forged in the fires of war but bound together by hope and determination. And so, the story of humanity's triumph over adversity echoed across the stars, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who refused to surrender, who fought against impossible odds, and emerged victorious in the face of darkness. With the defeat of the Kalari and the Vraxar, humanity emerged from the crucible of war with a newfound sense of unity and purpose. The coalition of worlds, forged in the heat of battle, now turned its attention to rebuilding what had been lost. Cities ravaged by conflict were rebuilt, communities devastated by alien aggression were restored, and hope began to blossom once more in the hearts of the people. In Haven, the super soldiers played a crucial role in the reconstruction efforts. They used their expertise and resources to assist in rebuilding infrastructure, providing medical aid, and training new generations of defenders. Their leadership and guidance were instrumental in laying the foundations for a brighter future. As the years passed, Earth flourished once more, becoming a beacon of hope and resilience in the galaxy. The lessons learned from the war were not forgotten, and humanity vowed to never again allow itself to be divided or weakened by internal strife. But while peace had returned to Earth, the stars held new challenges and opportunities. The coalition of worlds, now united by their shared victory, turned its gaze outward, exploring the vast expanse of space and forging alliances with other civilizations. Elias and his team, ever vigilant, continued to serve as protectors of humanity, their legacy immortalized in the annals of history. But their greatest triumph was not in the battles they fought or the enemies they vanquished. It was in the bonds of friendship and camaraderie they forged, in the hope they inspired, and in the enduring spirit of humanity that they embodied. And so, as the sun set on a world reborn, humanity looked to the stars with hope and optimism, ready to face whatever challenges the future might bring. For in the end, it was not the conflicts or the wars that defined them. It was their resilience, their unity, and their unwavering belief in the power of hope that made them truly unstoppable. With peace restored to Earth and the coalition of worlds standing strong, humanity embarked on a new chapter of exploration and discovery. The stars beckoned, promising untold wonders and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Elias and his team, now hailed as heroes, were at the forefront of humanity's expansion into the cosmos. They led expeditions to distant planets, charting new territories and establishing outposts in uncharted space. Their adventures took them to the far reaches of the galaxy, where they encountered ancient civilizations, encountered alien cultures, and unearthed secrets long buried beneath the sands of time. But amidst the wonders of the cosmos, humanity never forgot the lessons learned from its darkest days. The scars of war served as a reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of unity in the face of adversity. The coalition of worlds remained steadfast, its members standing shoulder to shoulder in the defense of freedom and justice. As the years passed, humanity flourished, spreading its influence throughout the galaxy and forging alliances with other civilizations. Trade flourished, cultural exchange thrived, and the galaxy became a tapestry of diversity and cooperation. But even as humanity reached new heights, there were challenges that lay ahead. Threats lurked in the shadows, waiting to test their resolve and strength. Yet, with Elias and his team leading the charge, humanity faced the future with courage and determination, ready to confront whatever challenges the cosmos might bring. And so, as they ventured forth into the unknown, humanity embraced the promise of a new horizon, a future filled with hope, possibility, and the endless potential of the stars. For in the end, it was not the destination that mattered. It was the journey, and the bonds forged along the way, that truly defined the human spirit. As humanity expanded its reach across the cosmos, Elias and his team found themselves facing new challenges and threats that tested their courage and resolve. They encountered ancient relics of unimaginable power, enigmatic alien races with their own agendas, and cosmic phenomena that defied explanation. But through it all, they remained steadfast in their duty as guardians of the galaxy, standing against tyranny and injustice wherever they found it. Their exploits became the stuff of legend, inspiring awe and admiration among the stars. One such adventure led them to the planet Arcanus, where they uncovered a plot by a rogue faction to destabilize the fragile peace that had been established in the region. With their trademark blend of cunning and bravery, Elias and his team thwarted the plot, earning the gratitude of the Arcanian people and strengthening the bonds of friendship between their worlds. On another occasion, they journeyed to the heart of a cosmic anomaly known as the Void, where they encountered a civilization on the brink of extinction. With their knowledge and expertise, they helped the inhabitants of the Void find a way to harness the energy of the anomaly, ensuring the survival of their species for generations to come. But perhaps their greatest challenge came when they faced off against the enigmatic entity known as the Voidwalker, a being of immense power and malevolence that threatened to consume entire worlds in its insatiable hunger. In a battle that spanned the cosmos, Elias and his team fought valiantly against the Voidwalker, rallying allies from across the galaxy to stand united against this existential threat. In the end, it was their courage and determination that prevailed, banishing the Voidwalker back into the depths of the void and securing the safety of the galaxy once more. As the years passed, Elias and his team continued to be a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who knew them. They traveled from one corner of the galaxy to the next, their adventures becoming the stuff of legend among the stars. But no matter where their journey took them, they always carried with them the lessons learned from their time on Earth, the importance of unity, courage, and the indomitable spirit of humanity. And so, as they ventured forth into the unknown, Elias and his team embraced their role as guardians of the galaxy, ready to face whatever challenges the cosmos might bring with bravery, determination, and the unbreakable bonds of friendship that had carried them through countless trials and tribulations. The successes of the Starlight Initiative had transformed Earth into a beacon of innovation and cooperation, a testament to humanity's resilience and adaptability. As Earth's influence within the Universal Coalition grew, so did its commitment to fostering unity and peace across the galaxy. This commitment led to the formation of the Unity Echo program, a bold endeavor designed to strengthen the bonds between coalition members through shared projects and cultural exchanges. Under the Unity Echo program, Earth hosted the first Galactic Unity Festival, a sprawling event that drew participants from hundreds of planets. The festival was held in multiple cities around the globe, each showcasing different aspects of coalition cultures. Visitors could experience the aquatic theaters of the Neridian ocean worlds, the gravity-defying dances of the Altiar acrobats, and the mind-expanding symposiums led by the telepathic Syrian scholars. Dr. Lena Hart, ever passionate about bridging worlds through science, initiated the Unity Labs, a series of collaborative research facilities funded by the Unity Echo program. These labs were dedicated to solving universal challenges such as energy sustainability, habitat preservation, and disease prevention. Scientists from various planetary backgrounds worked side by side, their diverse perspectives sparking innovations that could benefit all coalition worlds. Meanwhile, Theo Markham spearheaded the Coalition Peace Task Force, a multi-species team equipped to deal with interstellar conflicts and crises. The task force's role was to mediate disputes before they escalated into violence, embodying the coalition's principles of dialogue over confrontation. Their efforts were crucial in maintaining the fragile peace that the galaxy so precariously balanced upon. As these initiatives unfolded, Earth's cultural leaders embarked on the Sentinel Arts Project, an endeavor to preserve the cultural heritages of coalition members. This project was not just about conservation, but about understanding the narratives and histories of each civilization, recognizing that knowledge of the past was essential for the harmony of the future. One of the most touching moments of the Unity Festival came when an ancient melody, thought to be lost to time, was performed using a combination of earth instruments and Vrakshi technology. This melody, a haunting tune carried across generations of a now extinct civilization, was restored and played as a symbol of the Coalition's commitment to remembering and honoring all members, past and present. Amid these cultural celebrations and collaborative projects, an unexpected discovery shifted the Coalition's understanding of the universe. A deep space probe, launched as part of the Starlight Initiative, encountered a dormant spacefaring entity, an AI from a bygone era. This AI, once a sentinel of a long-collapsed empire, held data that could lead to undiscovered parts of the galaxy. Dr. Lena Hart and her team were pivotal in gently reawakening this AI, ensuring it did not perceive the coalition as a threat. Upon its activation, the AI shared its cache of stellar cartography, revealing routes to sectors of space that were rich in resources and ancient wisdom. This monumental find promised a new era of exploration and potential abundance for the coalition. As Earth continued to evolve from a solitary planet to a central hub in the interstellar community, the echoes of its unity reverberated throughout the cosmos. The Unity Echo program had not only strengthened Earth's ties with other civilizations, but it also inspired a collective vision of a future where all beings could thrive in harmony. The legacy of this era, marked by Earth's leadership in fostering intergalactic unity, would be studied by future generations as a pivotal chapter in cosmic history. Earth had not only found its place among the stars, it had helped guide the galaxy toward a brighter, more unified future.